right, folks. Right now I'm in Flushing, Queens. Just dropped off my wife. She's heading into work. I'm by Kissena Boulevard. Right now it's a very congested area, and I'm just exiting. I'm about to head back home. So let me cancel the navigation and put my destination address. And I got 10.3.1 software. So I'm going to test it out. So let me engage it right about now. And it's raining too, so that would be interesting to see. Okay, so speed limit around here is 25 miles per hour. I have a max setting of 35. Let me lower that a little bit. Again, this is a very crowded, congested area, so very busy streets. All right, right now it's a red light. It should change green. Okay, change green. Go ahead.
In 500 feet, turn left onto
That's
Main
interesting.
Street.
It decided to make a left instead of going straight, but it kind of like jerked it. It went right and then it jerked left. So okay, red light.
In 500
Slow
feet,
down.
turn right onto Franklin Avenue.
All right, so it stopped just before the white line. I don't know, maybe it saw the bus coming and saw that the bus had a tight turning radius and it wanted to give it some room. But that's interesting. There's still a big gap between the okay, now it's moving. So folks, I got a new arm extender, I guess, for lack of a better word, for the camera. But I notice it's a little loose. It kind of like, you know, it moves forward and backwards easily. So apologies for that. Well, it kind of jerks right. Wow. And it stopped. See, it just stopped. That was like an abrupt right turn. All right, interesting. Right now we're on Franklin Avenue.
Turn left onto Main Street.
There's a car in front of me that's parking, so let's see what it does. Slows down. Yep. Speed bump here, and then a red light. Now the car is heading from Kissena Boulevard to Main Street and Franklin Avenue. So Main Street, I think Main Street is probably just as busy as Kissena Boulevard. Light just turned green, excuse me. All right. It's gonna make a left
now
turn.
Turn left onto Main Street.
So this is a tricky left turn because it's a four-way intersection here. So let's see how it handles it. This is 10.3.1 FSD Beta software. And folks, remember, this is a beta software, so it hasn't been perfected. It's still a work in progress, but it's getting better. Why is it veering towards the right, towards oncoming? Oh, okay. All right, it veered back. Good. Let's see what it does. Okay, cars are probably gonna. Okay, all right, I'm gonna take over because this is pretty busy. There's cars, so I just disengaged at that moment because it stopped all of a sudden. There was a bus coming and there are impatient cars behind me. So you know what, I'd rather err on the side of caution. Oh, I just got a notice, says poor weather detected, navigate on autopilot unavailable. Okay, I'm not on NO with navigate on autopilot because I'm using the side streets. I am using FSD right now. So right now I'm passing by the Queens Botanical Gardens in Flushing. Let me lower the speed setting, because again, it's the streets here have a 25 mile/hour speed limit, but because I have a what's it called, an offsetting of 10 miles per hour, which I have that for highway purposes, not really for street purposes, but I don't know if you can adjust it just for the streets. So it shoots up from 25 miles per hour to 35, the max speed setting. So I have to manually use the scroll wheels to lower it. Again, on the highway, I don't mind if there's a 10 mile per hour more, but on the streets, especially streets like this, where it's pretty busy, it's I don't know if I want a 10 mile per hour differential. Again, it's raining also, so that doesn't help. But I mean, overall, it's doing well, considering the fact that it's raining. To my right is a red bus lane, so that lane is strictly meant for buses. I remember in a previous version, I think it was either 10.0 or 10.01, or maybe even 10.1. It would try to go into the bus lane and veer around cars, even when you couldn't really go around cars because there was so much traffic. Would still try to go to the bus lane. So you can get a ticket in New York for going into a bus lane. So I'm glad that in this version of the software, I'm not seeing that anymore. It's not doing it, as you can see. So the highway is about the Long Island Expressway. That's about 3 blocks away from here. That's where it's going to head to. So once I get on a highway, then I think that's a good spot to cut the video, because then it just transitions from the street version of FSD Beta to navigate on autopilot. So all right, light turned green. All right, so again, this is very congested. It's Tuesday, 7:42 a.m. I'm on my way back home. I'm working from home today, so I just dropped off my wife. She has to go into Manhattan, the city, for work, so I dropped her off here in Flushing. Yeah, and I'm heading back home. I have to log into work by 9 a.m. So GPS says I'll be there by 8:30. So I have a little bit of cushion to make it in. So I wasn't really planning on making a video today. I said, you know what, it's raining, it's I haven't really done a video of Flushing yet. I said, why not? All right, so we're moving forward.
In 500 feet, turn left onto 61st Road, Horace Harding Expressway.
All right, another red light. Lots of lights here in this area. Right now I'm by 60th Avenue and not Kissena, sorry, Main Street, Flushing. We're about a block away from the LIE, Long Island Expressway, which is I-495. And that's going to take me back to Long Island. All right, as you can see, there's lots of cars trying to get into this intersection. It looks like it wants to go around the front car, which I hope not, because it's almost impossible to go around. But look at all these cars. I mean, they're all trying to get in. So I don't know how that. Well, this is an interesting scenario for FSD Beta. All right, so it's creeping forward. Okay, good. It's 10. Wow. So far, so good. Okay. All right, the light's about to change. So, I don't. All right, I may. Okay, the light's changing. Okay, good. I didn't have to intervene. I was just about to intervene at that moment. Just hit the accelerator, but I didn't have to. Wow, much better.
Onto 61st Road.
Much better. Now it's going to make this left turn. This is a tricky left turn. You have cars coming from my right, and then you have cars right in front of me. This is so it's a tricky intersection to make a left turn here. Once I make this left turn, the entrance ramp to the Long Island Expressway is right there. So I should be home free. These streets, side streets, are the tricky part. Once on the LIE, it's easy. And navigate on autopilot takes over, and it's pretty much smooth sailing from there. All right, let's go. All right, there's cars coming. It crept forward a little bit. It's not moving. There's a little bit of a gap in front, but it's not moving. One of the cars behind me are getting impatient. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, but it's not a clear pathway to the intersection. Just trying to creep. Oh, okay. I nudged the gas a little. Oh, that. Okay, I took over. I intervened. As you can see, lots of traffic. There were cars blocking the intersection.
500 feet, take the interstate 495 east ramp on the left. Now take
And there were even cars trying to cross when the turn it was green on for us on the green arrow for making that left turn. But the car was being very cautious and didn't want to move, so I had to take over at that point. But anyway, folks, hope you like this short video. If you do, please hit the like button and subscribe. It's, as you can see, it's still very overall it did well. I just had to do 2 interventions, one at the beginning or disengagements, one at the beginning of the video and one towards the end when I was making that left turn at that very busy, congested street. But other than that, it did well. I mean, again, this is a beta version. It's still a work in progress, and it's getting better. I mean, that's why we the beta testers, you know, the more they drive it, the more information it gathers, and the better it gets. So that's the goal. So I don't expect it to be perfect, but I do expect to have incremental improvements with each software update. Folks, again, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.